matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. First and 10 for Dalton. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And Eifert has it. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Dalton. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one of the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it?
And he's going to go down again. And Dalton appears to be in a fair amount of pain here. He's still on the turf. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Barkley. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Now Gordon on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready, round 80. Shit, stay there. Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Benjamin. Whoosh. What an effort. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Hey, switch.
A toss play. Gordon. They find some open field here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, go orange front four. He's crashing. He's checking. Let's go. Motion.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's got room. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. 380. Hey. Stay there. Come on.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Stay there. Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Barkley. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. To Decker over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returning, it's Benjamin. Skirts by him at the 35. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Load it. Load it. Behind.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Second down, Rivers. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Buffalo wall. Okay.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rivers. Benjamin's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Offense.
So that one will be accepted. Throwing, Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And Sturgis able to knock it through. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jones. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, easy, easy. Load it, load it. 17.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set. Run 80. Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Ready. Run 80. On 4. Come on. Play.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Set. Lock 15.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, nice move. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Always got some breathing room.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Set 180. Load it. Load it.
Right back to him on 1st down. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's to the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Sturgis adds the PAT, and the lead is now 24. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet.
Here we go.
You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way? Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
But he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do.
There goes Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, easy. Set, 380. One out a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Set, Delta, Buffalo wall.
And they'll run it here. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
5-4.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
That Green 80? That 180? Hey. Green hot.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.